Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. Today we have breaking news. Probably the most honorable, honestly, most famous person who has died of the year when it comes to politicians-wise. Dianne Feinstein has passed away at the age of 90. She is one of the oldest U.S. senators to serve the United States. She died in office. This means Governor Gavin Newsom gets to select and appoint a new governor, a new senator. I would honestly think Adam Schiff, which would be so bad, honestly, because, I think, honestly, Adam Schiff was going to be in there no matter what. I think it would be quite funny and bad at the same time. You know how annoying Adam Schiff is, right? Constantly. Does he have anything more important to talk about than Trump, who is honestly, yeah, sure, running for president, but a private U.S. citizen? Let's be honest here. So, yeah, if things haven't gotten... Republicans have experienced a really good amount of... had experienced a lot of wins this last couple days, but this is kind of... I'm not saying this is a lose situation. It's, disturbing to see Adam Schiff. Well, it's not confirmed yet, but it's a speculation. Because Adam Schiff was originally in the U.S. Senate, bid for the U.S. Senate. But we are going to get political today, although we are concerned about the Schiff take to power and the threat he imposes in the U.S. Senate. We are going to pause today and remember Dianne Feinstein, a Democrat, and more of a moderate. I will say she is not as left-wing as California Democrats. She remains kind of like the Clinton-Obama type of Democrat. But let's take a look at Dianne Feinstein. She has passed away today at the age of 90. This is going to be somewhat of a honor here. She was mayor of San Francisco. Here. Let's take a look at the electoral history. Oh, she even has a page for her electoral history. She started off as mayor of San Francisco, and apparently did not come at first in the 1971 election. She came in third place with 21%. Let's see here. Yes, this is the 1971 mayoral election. You'll see nonpartisan primary shows got Joseph Alito and Harold Dobbs nominated. It was eventually Joseph Alito who was nominated. Dianne Feinstein, a Democrat, managed to run 21% despite not being officially nominated by the Democratic Party, successfully split the Alito ticket. So that is good to know. 1975, Feinstein runs in the mayoral election again. Fails to get nominated by the nonpartisan primary. You'll see in 1975 here, you'll see Dianne Feinstein comes in short with 18% against George Moscone. She did split the Democrat ticket, not as successfully. If the Feinstein Democrats kind of just stayed loyal to Moscone, then Moscone would have won more. But I would see, Moscone did win pretty much a lot. And not counting Feinstein in the first round resulted to a more closer result, with Moscone and Barbalichelata, whatever that name is, with 51% to 48%. So that is a big one here. In the San Francisco mayoral election in 1979, results to Dianne Feinstein coming to power with 53%, originally 46% in the first round, 53% in the second round. So that's although Feinstein had more liberal support than, let's see, Kopp, who was an independent, tried his best to split the liberal ticket, but couldn't do so. Yes, you'll see Dianne Feinstein won 46% in the Democrat primary and all. So, and then we have, let's see here. Yes, Miss Feinstein did run into a lot of elections here. That was in the first round. First round was the nonpartisan. But yes, Dianne Feinstein, 54% to 46%. Mayor Feinstein runs for re-election after running in a series of elections. You'll see she won around a landslide of 80% against the nonpartisan Caesar Ascaruns here. I think, what's Workers' World? Marxist, Leninist, Communist. Okay, yeah. Communist Party. Okay, yeah. Far left. That must be, yeah. This girl's unhinged. Gloria La Riva. Okay, yeah, I don't want her to be my mayor, for sure. So yeah. Dianne Feinstein here, 80%, of the popular vote here. And then finally we go into the gubernatorial elections. And you'll see it, Mayor Feinstein, she runs for the gubernatorial election of 1990. You'll see succeeds in getting nominated by the Democratic Party. However, fails to win the gubernatorial election. She ran against Pete Wilson, lost by just by a little bit, 4% of the popular vote. She lost. You'll see, yeah, she managed to win the San Francisco area. And Southern California is more conservative, more moderate. You'll see Los Angeles goes to her by a small margin. I mean, this is 1990, so... And Pete Wilson, I'd imagine, be more moderate also. So that results to a victory of... The victory of Pete Wilson, the new governor of California at the time in 1990. Here. In 1992, Dianne Feinstein runs for the U.S. Senate. She successfully wins against John Seymour, who is the incumbent U.S. Senator, who was appointed, by the way, because the incumbent one died. Actually, no. The previous one was Pete Wilson, who resigned to become the governor and was replaced by John Seymour. And apparently, he wasn't that popular enough because he lost by 38%. So, yeah, you'll see Miss Feinstein does very well in Central California, Southern California, San Diego. San Diego County is a Republican stronghold initially. So, yeah, she managed to show good business there. So, that's that. 1992. In 1994, yeah, more closer. Oh, yes. So, yeah, we're still having... Yeah, she got 54% in the special election in the U.S. Senate primary. 1994, this was a special election, so she was just finishing up Pete Wilson's term. The rest of Pete Wilson's term. Dianne Feinstein's running for a full term in 1994, resulting to a more closer result against Michael Huffington. Here, you'll see Miss Feinstein just wins by 2 points. You'll see Huffington managed to win back the Republican stronghold in San Diego. Not that Republican stronghold anymore, honestly, because it's getting more liberal as more people are coming through. There's also, yeah, he managed to win some coastal counties. Imperial County here doesn't make a difference, but still. But in the end, it was Dianne Feinstein who won the election. Miss Feinstein runs for a third term in 2000. This is actually a second term because guess what? We don't count the first one because it's a special election. This is her second full term, third election. So 1995 here, I was looking at 95% of the popular vote goes to DiANNE Feinstein, winning re-election. And in the end, in the primaries, and in the end, DiANNE Feinstein wins 55% of the popular vote, defeating Tom Campbell. That's a blowout. Here you'll see she initially wins more of the Hispanic belt up here. She's getting more Hispanic voters up on the coast, especially down south towards the Mexican border. Over here, she has lost her support in Central California, but initially gained in Fresno County, which has a Hispanic presence in it. So that's that. 2006 would be the same thing. She runs for a full third term. She wins 59%, a record of a percentage, a big victory for her against Dick Montejoy. You'll see in the Democrat primary, she wins 86% of the popular vote, easily winning re-election. This time she is acing it on the California coast. Orange County is still dominated by Republicans. However, Feinstein does very well getting some votes there. It was just not enough to break the Republican Orange County. But yeah, you'll see she holds up on the Hispanic belt, and Fresno County, which has, once again, Hispanic presence, up here. Even some rural counties that have, I want to say some indigenous population. I don't know, these are ethnic, I believe, like this one here, Alpine County, it's Alpine County, but that one is indigenous, I want to believe. Or Hispanic. I have no idea, but it's some ethnic background to it. But Dick Montejoy won 35%, poor turnout. Ultimately, DiANNE Feinstein has made some gains in this 2006 blue wave in the midterm election. So, in 2012, she is running for a fifth full term, I want to believe. 62%, the best she has done electorally in the state of California. She has, this time, still carrying. She still couldn't break Orange County down below. Still held by Republicans. However, she had the Hispanic belt is now being shifting towards her and the support here. So that's that. So Hispanic belt's shifting more towards her. Believe it or not, now this is the first time we are doing jungle primaries in California. California stopped doing single primaries. We're now gonna do runoffs. I don't know what's it called, but it's we are now doing basically jungle primary sort of thing. You'll see DiANNE Feinstein managed to win everything. I mean, look at 49%. The Elizabeth Emken, she managed to win 12%, and that wasn't even enough to win a county in this runoff. So yeah, this is the result here. I mean, I think they should have added a little bit more darker blue, but I mean, I guess the win's a win. But that is the primary result, the jungle primary result, when it comes to the primary for, yes, Feinstein wins every single county. And eventually, I mean, and that was not even. Like, in 62% against Elizabeth Epkin. If Epkin boosts from 12% to 37% because she rallied all the Republicans. Republicans were split-ticketed, as you can see here. And Democrats initially rallied behind Feinstein, who, is the incumbent. So, that only makes sense. So, yeah, Dianne Feinstein, 62%. Her so far best showing here. And then it comes in 2018 would be our last election. And initially in 2024, before that, Dianne Feinstein announced her retirement. She hasn't signed her intentions to run. So sadly, she did pass away. So this would mean a governor, someone would have to be would have to be replace Miss Feinstein. And I'm speculating Adam Schiff, but we will see. So Dianne Feinstein, 54%. Against Kevin de Leon. And the problem of this jungle primary is officially the Republicans don't stand a chance because California is just so Democratic here. So Democratic. It's pretty much hard to say, oh, this, like, seriously. You have 44% for Dianne Feinstein, and then Kevin de Leon boosts all the way past James P. Bradley and all the other Republicans, 12%. And yeah, Bradley did win this county up here, also claimed by Feinstein, but still, like, really. So that's that. And then ultimately, yes, it leads to more closer result. I guess Kevin de Leon was somewhat popular enough to kind of think, and I bet most of the population's like, okay, Dianne Feinstein, love her, but she's kind of old. I mean, she's like, at this period, like 86 years old. I think it's time for her to retire. So yeah, it says also here, which was just edited, Dianne Feinstein would not complete this said term, dying in September 2023, over a year before it ended. So, yeah, 6 years is this initial term. 2024, Dianne Feinstein's formal seat. We're going to see, this is currently vacant. Governor Newsom, I would imagine, would have to appoint. Otherwise, yeah, this is going to be pretty much a special election. This would term out. But who knows? I guess, yes, it says California Governor Gavin Newsom will appoint an interim replacement to hold office until the seat is filled in this election. Who will that be? So that concludes Dianne Feinstein. Not a fan of Dianne Feinstein, but I will respect her, absolutely. I will pray for her family and pray for her supporters. They may she rest in peace. And may we pay good respect to her, despite her political views. I pay good respect to her and her family. Anyway, rest in peace, Dianne Feinstein. It's been a very long road to success in the Senate. Running in total of 6 Senate elections. That's a record. So, anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this honorable memorial video. And I'll see you guys in the next political episode.